guys, it's Karen Langston from Parents & Co. Hope you've had a good start to our, what I forgot was a bank holiday Friday. Should have been heading off to Norfolk this morning, but instead we are stay-at-home weekend. Anyway, so I'm going to end the week on, this week we've been looking at baby massage, which I felt tied in really nicely with Maternal Mental Health Awareness Week. You know, massage is something really nice that you can do with your baby or on your baby, which benefits not just baby but mums too. So we're going to end our massage week with just a really simple all over massage that you can do, because sometimes, you know, although we focus on particular areas of the body, you know, not every baby is going to lay there while you do a full-on massage. So sometimes just before bath time or just before bedtime, you know, it's a really nice you know, little association with sleep, because it definitely relaxes baby. So, you know, it's quite nice to have something that's very simple and very easy to do with baby, that you can do, as I say, just before kind of bedtime. And particularly if you're kind of in that nice calm environment. So what I tend to do is, with an all over massage, is I tend to strip baby down to really literally just their nappy, because you want to kind of like be able to kind of like work on the whole body. So make sure your room is nice and warm where you're actually doing the massage. And what I will do is, what I would say is, because we're looking at the whole body, is to have a little blanket or something that you can pop over baby, different parts of their body if they start to get a little bit cold and fussy. So remember to remove all items of jewellery before you start the massage, because you don't want anything catching on baby's skin. And remember, we are just always going to start with just one checking in with baby, but also just seeking their permission that it's okay that we massage them. So, okay baby, is it okay to massage? And then kind of like, you know, once you've kind of connected with them and you've asked them, then you can start your massage. So taking your oil, and again, that's the coconut oil, or as I said, I use an organic sunflower oil, any oil that you have that you've been using on baby. And again, you are going to put about the size of a 10p piece in your hand, and then you're going to just rub your hands together over baby's face, just so they know you're going to start the massage. Okay, baby, we're going to start the massage. And what I tend to do is, I always, so baby knows that I'm connecting with them, is I always put my hands on baby, just so they are aware that we're making that connection. And I'm going to start by putting my hands on their chest. Because we're going to do an all over massage, you know, we're just going to do some very simple strokes all over the body, and the nice place to kind of like connect with baby to start with when you're doing an all over massage is the chest. Okay, and we're actually going to start on the chest. So both palms flat on baby's chest. I hope you can see this. And what we do is we make what we call a heart shape. So babies do actually get, like we do as adults, do get a little bit of stress in their shoulders. So particularly if you're doing this little massage sequence at the end of the day, you know, it's nice just to kind of relax baby's shoulders as well. So we're going to make a little heart shape on baby's chest. So putting our hands on baby's chest, and then we just gently push both hands up to baby's shoulders. And I always just give the shoulders a little, gentle little squeeze. And then you're going to come down to baby's chest, making a V with your hands. And then you're back up baby's chest and over the shoulders, giving them a little squeeze, and back down. So you're making, when you're doing the chest, you're making a heart shape on baby's chest. This is really nice to open up the chest area. Just kind of, completely opening up the heart area. And then I do crisscrosses. So like you're making an X on baby's chest. So alternate hands sweeping across the chest, again just giving the shoulders a little squeeze when you get to each shoulder, but you're just making a crisscross on baby's chest. And then we're going to go up over the arms, so you're going to come down, and what I do is just little containment holds, so just giving the arms a little squeeze as you come all the way down to baby's hands. And then I do little circles with inside baby's palms, just to relax the hands. And then I go back up over the arms, back down the chest, sweeping my hands all the way down baby's legs, down to their feet. And then we go back up, so flat hands, sweeping our hands back up to baby's chest area, squeezing the shoulders when you get to them, and stroking down baby's arms, down to the hands. You can give them a very little stretch, and then back up again, down the legs, down to the feet, and then back up again, back over to baby's shoulders, down their arms, down to the hands, back up. So you are literally just doing, and you want to kind of make your pressure quite nice and firm, but you are literally just doing a really nice sweeping stroke all over baby's all over their body. And you can just kind of cradle their little heads in your hand. And actually something that I find is really nice, I mean babies don't often like their faces being touched, they're quite sensitive on the face, but when I come up to the head, I get my thumbs and I just sweep my thumbs over the eyebrows out to the side, and that's really nice. That's a really nice sleepy stroke actually. You'll quite often find babies kind of start slightly shutting their eyes when you do that. So a nice, just helps relieve any tension. Just sweeping strokes out to the side, and then coming under the chin and back down to their feet. Now, we need to kind of look after their backs as well. So when I'm doing an all over massage, I will then just roll baby over onto their back. Now, if baby isn't happy being on their tummies, again, you can just remember, I don't know if you remember when we were talking about tummy time a couple of weeks, or maybe last week actually, you can roll up a blanket and pop baby over the blanket so that actually it just lifts them up, so that they're not kind of like face planting down onto the floor. Or equally, you can put your knees together and you can actually have baby just kind of over your knees. You know, it's a really simple massage, you know, techniques that we're doing here. Very simple kind of little sequence of movements. So, you know, you're not, it's only kind of like a 5-10 minute little massage. So you can actually have them on your legs as well. You don't have to have them on the floor. So at this point, I'd put a little bit more oil on my hands, and then I would start with baby's back. So what I tend to do is I do sweeping movements with my palms, and I'm going to come, starting at the top of baby's neck, I am going to come all the way down baby's back with a nice flat palm widthways coming all the way down baby's back. Now you can use alternate hands, or you can literally just use one hand and keep the other hand on baby's bottom. So you're almost, it's like you're stroking a cat. So, but you're doing it kind of, as I said, widthways over baby's back. Okay, as you know, a back massage is really nice and relaxing. And then I'm going to take both palms both hands flat, and I'm actually going to start at babies at the bottom of babies at their bottom, and I'm going to sweep my hands up to baby's shoulders again, going over their shoulders and down the arms and back up and down the back of their legs down to their feet. And then I'm going to start at the bottom of their feet, and I'm just going to sweep both hands up their back, nice and slowly, but again, kind of nice firm kind of pressure, down the arms and back, up to the back and down to their bottom. Then I take my 2 fingers, and I am just, you never work on baby's spine directly. You need to avoid baby's spine. So either side of baby's spine, I'm going to use my 2 fingers, and I'm just going to make nice firm circles all the way up baby's back. So from the bottom right up to the top of their shoulders. Just give a little circular movement on the shoulders, and then bring my fingers back down and do it again. Circular movements either side of baby's spine. Nice and firm, little circular movements all the way to the top. Little circles around the shoulder, and then sweep my hands down. Then I'm going to do some nice stroking, alternate hand stroking, again avoiding the spine, but stroking from the top of the neck, alternate hands down to baby's bottom. And then we mustn't forget about the bottom. So you can, as I said, you'll have loosened baby's nappy. Maybe you've been even brave enough to take baby's nappy off. Always make sure they have something underneath them. So if they did do a little tiddle, it's not going to go everywhere. But we need to work on baby's bottom. So because they've got a big muscle in the bottom, the gluteus maximus. So we're going to do some nice big circles. And again, nice firm circles on baby's bottom. Just on each little cheek, big circles with your fingers. Lovely, just relaxing baby. And then we're just going to take our hands and sweep back up baby's back, over the arms, just giving them a little kind of squeeze as you go down, back down baby's back, and back down there to their feet. And again, the amount of strokes you do is how comfortable and how relaxed baby is. But you will find that, you know, with doing and that is it. That's just, you really are just doing lots of sweeping strokes on baby's body, and that is just really nice and relaxing. It just relaxes baby either before they go in the nice warm water of the bath, because sometimes when they come out of the bath, really they're quite tired, they're quite fussy, you know, they don't really want you to be bothering with them. So actually doing it before they go in the bath, it is sometimes, you know, more relaxing for you and for baby. And then when they go in the nice warm water, you know, they're still very relaxed from having the massage. And that really is it. And then obviously turning baby over once you've done the back, and you can lay them on your little rolled up blanket, and that's when you might have something else and just kind of covering them over, pull nappy back up so they don't kind of wee everywhere. And you can just kind of like sit here for a few minutes with them. But that's a really simple, very quick, all over little massage technique that you can do at the end of a day. If you don't want to do the whole, every part of baby's body, which obviously takes a lot longer to do. And, you know, that's, as I said, a nice way to relax, not only baby, but mum as well. I hope you enjoyed our week of baby massage. I hope you found some of the little tips and strokes that I demonstrated really useful. And I hope you'll continue doing them. Please, you know, they're on Facebook. Please look back over some of the areas that I've covered. If you'd like me to go into greater depth on certain areas that I haven't covered, I'm more than happy over the next few weeks to continue to do that. But I hope you have a really nice Friday, Bank Holiday Friday. Actually, every day seems the same, doesn't it? And I'll be back on Monday, and we'll be looking, I'll have another kind of 4 new kind of like topics that we'll be kind of focusing on. So I hope you have a good weekend, and I will see you next week. Bye for now.